So step number 847,228 in my restoration of the Clunker 240SX hood latches. Basically, they sat so long that they have seized up, and one of them bent and broke. After doing a bunch of searching on the web and everything, I've come to find out that yeah, you can't buy these. Good luck finding them. So we're going to attempt to cut the hinges off, or cut the little pins out, and basically repin them, make them work. And we're gonna have to cut this one and V-grind it and weld it back together so that it's stable. So this ought to be fun. So basically what I've done is I've taken a grinder and basically ground all the top side of this bolt off right here. Now you can see there's a clear little round spot, so I'm going to work at splitting this thing apart. And a little bit of work, I got it all pulled apart. Only thing I say when you're doing this is be careful. You're going to do like I did and kind of bend that tab a little bit. But all I'm really going to do is stick it in a vise and kind of give it a tweak back the other way, and I'll straighten it out. Now we got to get this pin out of here. And there we go. Two pieces are separated. I'll go ahead and straighten that guy back out a little bit. Probably going to do a hood mod to it just because I've got it apart. And I have a good idea what I'm going to do to repair these pins. We're going to have to go off to the depot to find some parts. So that'll be in the next little piece of this video. So we're here at Home Depot and we are looking for a specific part. And they usually have them in these boxes. And lo and behold, it's right here. Universal clevis pins. We're going to try and find something in this drawer that's going to make a good hinge pin. So here are our hinges, and I ran into a small problem. The hole diameters are different sizes. This is the body side, this is the hood side, and you can see that this hole is just slightly larger than the other one. So I found some clevis pins that will fit. Unfortunately, one's small and one's big. So, gonna kind of have to keep working with modifications here. So, the body side takes a 5/16, and the hood side takes a 3/8 diameter. We can use these little racing pins to make sure they don't fall off. We're gonna go ahead and stick with the larger 3/8 diameter and basically re-drill the body side so that it is as large as the hood side. So basically we're going to find a drill bit that is the same size of the large hole, and we're going to use it to drill the smaller side to fit. We're going to put it down on a piece of board right here, take a couple of clamps and hold it down and drill away. Now, to deal with the clevis pins, I went ahead and put this through the mounts, figured out the best spot to drill an extra hole in this thing, and picked a couple of different drill bits. Started off with a small one to make a pilot hole so the larger bit wouldn't walk. Once that was drilled, I switched to a large bit and started the chamfer hole, and then I'm going to switch to a medium bit to actually drill down through that chamfer and make the hole itself that the pin will sit through. Once you're done, flip the pin over, take a larger bit, and just kind of give it a little bit of a chamfer on the reverse side. Once you're done, take your clevis pin, go ahead and test fit it back in, make sure everything works, everything's drilled correctly, there's not a lot of slop in it. Take one of the pins and go ahead and put the pin in it, test it for function, make sure everything works well. When you're finished, it should look something like this. That's a functioning hood latch, but we need to go ahead and clean it up and get rid of the excess of the pin that's sticking out. So we're going to go ahead and mark it up and get it ready to cut. So here's the mark. We're going to go ahead and try and cut it in between one of these holes. That way they're short. Here's the finished product. We went ahead and cut it and went ahead and chamfered the edge of it so it'll be a little easier to put back in. Pins are in. Everything is functioning well. So we're going to go ahead and get this buttoned up and put it back on the car and make sure they work well. Before we can put it back on the car, we have to take care of the mount that actually bent. Needs to be welded back together. This is Tony. Tony's a friend of mine, and Tony has a very large TIG welder, and he wanted to fire up the TIG welder, I guess. A simple spatter weld would have been fine with me, but Tony wanted to refresh his hand at TIG welding, so I said go for it. So here's some art of TIG welding footage that I'm not going to narrate.
Yeah, I think so.
It ain't gotta look pretty, it's just gotta work. It's a hood hinge. Ain't nobody gonna see that shit if the hood is up. Here's a little bit of footage on the welds that got done on it. Should be plenty to make sure that it doesn't bend again.
A friend of mine smokes them at work. They're actually pretty good. This bitch last.
And there she be. Welded up, repaired, pinned in. Gonna be pretty nice. Because if I have to take the hood off for some reason, I can just unpin those real fast. Hopefully this video has been informative. If it has, give me a subscribe and a like, and we'll catch you later.